and I ironically wrote Bleach is getting the treatment that MHA should have had from Bones. And then I watched this week's episode of MHA, and I was like, why are they putting money in now? Because literally Studio Pierrot made an entire new section of their company called Studio Pierrot Movies, basically just to take care of TYBW because it's doing so well. And I was like, why didn't Bones do, what the fuck else is Bones animating?
I know.
Yeah. But then they dropped 2 absolute banger episodes. And so now apparently money's going back in.
Yeah, this latest episode, so this is Ochaka versus, my lord.
Close.
Ochaka versus Toga.
Yeah.
It's the new best episode of the season.
Better than last episode.
Last episode I still thought wasn't as good as the Endeavor episode when he shoots lasers out of his eyes.
Love a good laser.
I love it. This is the best one. It's I think, because you talked about last episode where Shoto and all the Todoroki situation is the best part.
The most compelling part of MHA, yeah.
I think it's Toga for me.
Really?
Toga's so compelling and so interesting. But she doesn't have enough screen time. There isn't enough development towards it. And I kind of feel the same way about Hawks.
Yeah.
We got to see Hawks's backstory, which was
I thought you were talking about we got to see Hawks holding his sword.
Holding a little sword with short hair and
frail little plucked bird Hawks.
It was so funny because Hawks has a moment where they're talking about Toga's multiplying at an outrageous rate, and it cuts to Hawks and he's got this little sword and he's I'll kill him all.
I'll get him again. I love doing it.
Yeah, he loves. I just was waiting for this wave of twices to come to him, and he's finally, the reason I'm on this earth.
I've been waiting to relive this moment for years.
I just want him to be fucking just hacking it twice.
I would love that. I would love that so much.
Hacking at Bunch.
Yeah, and finally we'd be nice.
Thanks.
Nice. Finally we'd be proven correct.
Yeah.
When the Hawks is a murder allegations finally come through, boy, oh boy, am I excited.
Toga's on our side.
Toga is on our side. I mean,
that's why she's my favorite.
Twice killed, or Hawks killed her best friend. Yeah. So,
but she's so compelling. This episode went into how when she was a little girl, she had this they called it a perversion. It got weirdly
a perversion of her quirk. Yeah.
Yeah, it got weirdly mature and dark, where they were yeah, it's a perversion of her quirk, which means her quirk just kind of went haywire genetically.
Or her quirk augmented her personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like that they deal with she has this mental disorder kind of. She's Dexter from Dexter.
Yeah.
Where has an insatiable thirst for blood.
Yeah.
But they do it in a way that's very grounded and very human, because she's the other kids feel this way too, right? Why? How are the other kids?
How does everyone keep it in check?
Yeah, how is everyone else so much better at controlling it? And her parents are freaking out, and they're you're a freak!
And they're just telling her to be normal.
Yeah.
Ironically, Toga is a better example of how to do Joker Folie à Deux than Joker Folie à Deux did.
So I've heard.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either, but I've heard that it's just Arthur Fleck being I'm sorry for everything that I did. And it's no, he's the Joker is supposed to be an absolute monster who's not apologetic for any of the murders he's ever done. And that's kind of that's Toga's entire deal. It's Toga's entire deal is supposed to be she wanted to be normal. She tried to be normal. She couldn't suppress the urges because her quirk makes her love the people that she loves. She wants to be them. And by extension, that's she needs to consume their blood to be them.
Yeah. She's just so interesting. I think she doesn't get enough screen time. I think the stuff with Uraraka, where it started was weak.
It's unfortunately to me really thin.
It's very thin. This episode reins it in a bit because it's yeah, because at first it's oh, we want to talk about boys and romance, and it's weird time.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of a fight and it's weird and whack. But here it's Uraraka really leans into it, and it's less oh, literal let's talk about romance, and more
I'll reach out.
Yeah, a reach out, where she's right now all Toga cares about is genocide.
Yeah.
And Uraraka's talk to me about love.
Yeah.
Tell me about your crushes and stuff like that. And it's less this weird oh, this is what women talk about, and more yeah, she's I will be your friend.
Yeah, it's a call to what Toga's the core of Toga's character development is, which is that like Toga's introduces this character who's obsessed with Deku and Otaku and Froppy. And so like the way that Otaku reaches out is like, hey, let's talk about the one thing that I know you're interested in outside of genocide.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it finds itself in a better situation by the end of it. But in the beginning, it feels so incredibly thin. You're like, there's a million things we could be talking about. Why are we like actively, like in the one time we're seeing two women communicate in this show, trying to bring it back to the men here. And so I think Toga's a fantastic example of like the fantastic encapsulation of Horikoshi's writing is like really, really cool, deep, dark theme explored, not fleshed out in the best possible way.
Yeah.
Like it's like the same thing with like the heteromorph like racism, right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god, like what a like a beautiful and complex world building idea. Like obviously people who are born with 6 arms and a crazy horse mouth are going to be discriminated against. And then they're like, and here's 2.5 episodes to deal with this entire arc.
Yeah.
And it's like that's MHA in a nutshell. Is like these really, really good, like absolutely we need to flesh these part of the universes out ideas that's like then swept under the rug because what's Todoroki doing?
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah, but I did the animation was great in this. It's kind of cool, kind of whatever that Uraraka just like lifts them all.
Yeah.
Like it's a fucking just like a big plate of bugs.
Yeah.
Like but I loved it. I like this was like the closest I'd felt to being like emotional during an episode.
Of MHA ever?
No.
Of this season?
Okay, not ever, because I was close to being like ever.
Okay.
Because I was like, I felt hype before, but I haven't felt like emotional. And then I remembered like everything with Mirio and Eri, and that was like the peak of my emotions.
Or Mirko just like slicing through Nomus in like their like little like containment cells.
I don't know if that was emotional, but
That was emotional for me. The emotion was hard. Yeah, absolutely.
The emotion was horny.
I'll watch that woman do anything.
I do love Mirko.
I would watch that woman snip grass one blade at a time. My God.
But this season definitely like most emotional bit. I loved it.
No, it's good. I don't think it's gonna be the final episode. I think after this fight it's a fight I lovingly refer to as Iron Might, and I think Iron Might is gonna be the last fight. And it's gonna be fucking sick.
Yeah.
They also released an MHA movie, and you went and saw it.
I did see it. I saw the premiere.
How was it?
Like, you know,
I'm going to see it tomorrow.
it's like another one.
Yeah.
You know,
It's your turn.
to do
It's your turn.
to spoil.
It's your turn.
Oh, I'm next.
No, it's your turn.
Help me.
It's your turn. You're next. I mean, I'm sorry.
That's what I just fucking said.
You're next. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot it. They Horikoshi released a special one shot, and I was like, oh, there's more MHA. It's gonna be, and then it was just a fucking. It was like, hey, go watch your
Yeah.
next. And I was like, okay, fine, that's cool.
It's like on par with the others. It doesn't necessarily.
MHA makes good non-canon movies. They're fine.
They're fine.
7 out of 10.
They're fine, but they're not. I was thinking about this the other day. Another thing, Dragon
The
Ball.
third one was an 8.
I didn't see it.
It's pretty good.
In my
You didn't
defense.
see the Rudy one?
No,
That's what everyone's like, ooh, Deku and that boy be kissing.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's everyone was like, they saw that bird and they were like, the Deku was gay for that boy with the bird.
Dude, in this one, not this movie, but this latest episode, I was like, just kiss Toga, please.
Who?
Ochaka.
Oh.
I was like,
In this fight.
yeah, in this fight.
Gotcha.
I was like, you guys should be kissing right now.
Yeah,
Like,
and about time we get some lesbianism
Yeah.
here. You know what I've realized? You know what I've realized, Dan? You know what I fucking realized, Dan?
I'd love to hear it.
I feel like nobody ever ships women. in
I
anime.
also feel that way.
Right? I feel like everyone goes like BL and no one ever goes like
To be fair, there's not a lot of women, one, in shonen.
that's fair. That's also fair. Yeah.
And two, not a lot of like, they're usually like fawning over guys. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Yeah, like there's not a lot of women who are just
They
like,
have to have autonomy for them to be interested in each other.
like in Naruto.
Yeah.
Other than Sakura and Ino, I can't think of like a single fucking time
Female relationship.
two women have ever hung out.
I want to say like Hinata and Tenten, but that definitely
No shot.
it didn't have Tsunade and Shizune. But that's a worker employee
That's a
situation.
fucking Peppermint Patty and Marcy situation.
Yeah, I'd fucking watch it. Are you kidding me? Kushina and Sasuke's mom. Mikoto Uchiha.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, there's not a lot.
no, like who are we shipping? What women do we even have the chance to ship? It's like Nami and Robin.
No, it wouldn't be like Nami and Robin. It would probably be like Carrot or something. Like Carrot and
They don't like, because it's not enough to just have women standing next to each other. You know, they have to have that like
chemistry.
Yeah, they have to have chemistry of like a fucking Bakugo and Kirishima.
Or like every character from Blue Lock.
Yeah.
Like it's like the gayest non-gay show of all time.
Just dudes kicking balls, man.
Dude, they're just like, one of them's a little cat, one of them's a big strong guy who's got like a big comb forward hair, and then occasionally when he's shirtless and he takes a shower, his hair's all down. Fuck, man. Now I'm trying to think of lesbian couples from
Butler?
Tamari's got to be in there.
Which one's Oh, the fan?
Yeah.
She don't talk to anyone. None of the women in Naruto talk to each other.
Tamari, I feel like some people would be like Tamari X Sakura, maybe. Like a little femme mask situation. Because Tamari's the mask. She's the mask in a relationship already.
What about Black Clover?
They're all obsessed with Austin.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Vanessa and Marileona. Marileona's a lesbian, for sure.
Oh my god, you should... Oh, wait, the Witch from Mercury.
The Witch from Mercury. That's Gundam.
There's Burn the Witch. You still got to see that. That's in the Bleach universe. It's an anime.
It's in the Bleach universe?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like before or after? After, right?
I think it's like side. It's just like in Bleach. What
does this have to do with lesbians?
I don't know. Someone said the Witch from Mercury.
The Witch from Mercury is Gundam.
I know, and then I was like, Burn the Witch, which is Bleach.
Gotcha.
These guys really need to watch more anime because it's just kind of sad, actually. Look, we're just trying to fucking...
Oh, we're trying to relate to... Oh, yeah, Mr. fucking anime man.
Yeah, Potato Hildy.
Yeah, you fucking anime nerd. You goddamn degenerate weeb. God, how fucking dare he? How dare he? How dare he? Oh, yeah, let me get into... You know, actually, no. There is some.
Well, I mean, Madoka Magica.
Madoka Magica.
Women, yeah.
Sayaka. That's the thing. We're trying to talk big anime here, because like I could tell you all about like how I could tell you like about like Satsuki Kirawin.
Yeah,
and
I could talk to you about a dead anime from 2008.
Yeah, I could bring up like how fucking like Katana Gatari had some possible lesbian ships, but no one's gonna give a shit.
Yeah, but anyway, My Hero, you're next. I went to the premiere. I know you're just not listening and thinking of more lesbians.
Marileona and the former Wizard Queen. Yeah. They had a fight. I wanted to watch them kiss.
I watched...
I'm trying to do the one eye blink. You know, like the slow eye.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do it. All right, anyways. Yeah, you watched your next.
And I watched your next. And it was funny because at the premiere, we get in and... there are little boxes in the seats. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, nice, like t-shirts or something. And I pick up the box and it's heavy. And I sit down and I'm opening it up and it says like My Hero, You're Next on it. And I'm like, oh, dope, a t-shirt. Like, I'll probably wear a My Hero t-shirt. I hope it comes in like a small or a medium, but it's probably large to be turkey sandwich. It was a fucking like 12-inch turkey sub.
Like a hoagie?
Yes, a hoagie. And I like turned to Sarah and I've got this like turkey like Jersey Mike sub like spilling out of itself. And I was like, this is the best night of my life.
I get this anime?
I was like, this is awesome.
Oh, and then, so Sarah went with you?
Yeah, Sarah went with me.
I invited Dorothy to Santa Ana tomorrow to watch it and she said no.
She just wanted to see a premiere.
Yeah, that's fair.
Guess what? They didn't know. They didn't ask about diet. They didn't do anything. Like, I last minute, 40 seconds ago, like, told them Sarah was coming. She got a caprese in her box.
Really?
Just coincidentally.
They were like, hey, she gives vegan vibes?
Yeah.
Caprese has mozzarella in it.
Well, vegetarian.
Okay. Yeah, good enough.
Yeah.
Does she
cheese? She does, like, if it's presented at her, but it hurts her stomach because she goes so long without eating cheese.
That's very fair.
But, like,
and mozzarella's milky.
Yeah, and it's caprese. It's just cheese sandwich.
It's literally just slab of wet cheese.
Yeah.
But you like give it a rating.
It's better
than
the first one.
Okay. But not as good as the second one.
I don't know if it's as good as the second one.
Second one's awesome.
This one's really
Spread.
this one's like really boring until the very end.
That's kind of the third one. The third one is also kind of boring until the end. That it's like, oh, this is some of the most gorgeously animated fights I've ever seen in my entire life.
This one has like, right, so Bones loves doing like an abstract fight.
Yeah.
Like, you know Bones is cooking when you can hardly tell what's going on.
The Deku throwing a flurry of punches against the rebound ability in the third movie.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like him, like a bunch of like green hands coming in, like he's trying to overwhelm somebody.
That in the second movie when him and Bakugo like are a lightning ball and then they fuse
Yeah.
and then they're a torpedo.
And then All Might's lat spreading like, to like go faster. Yeah.
Exactly. Like they love doing stuff like that. This one, Deku does a drop kick that is too abstract. And you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
It's just nonsense. Like Sarah leans over me. Deku's like charging a drop kick. Like he's like he's Iron Man. Like he slowly leans back and is getting ready for a drop kick, and then just cuts to like geometric shapes for a bit. Like it's a Microsoft like '08 loading screen.
Yeah.
And Sarah leans next to me and she's like, "What's happening?" And I'm like, "No, they're dropping the like I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know. He's kicking a guy."
Yeah, he's fucking, he's like, that triangle, see, that's Deku. All right, the square is the fucking enemy.
I was like, he's kicking a guy right now. And she's like, no, he isn't.
Yeah, simply,
Like,
we are not. They just
I
threat to
promise this
render.
will end with a kick.
Yeah.
But
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, it's like the
Is
last...
it a future timeline or is it current?
No, it's weird. It's like season 5 because Mirko has all of her limbs.
Oh, God, yeah.
But
Mirko-
Deku has Black Whip.
Yeah, Meku, like, she's like, oh, wow, I got it all back. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, technology's advanced.
It's really funny. There's a dude with red hair named like Julio. He's really cool. He's a cool
There's
character.
a girl, though, as well, right?
There's a girl. She's fine. Well, there's one girl and she's fine.
Wait, hold up. I think I know which one you're talking about.
She looks like Lady D from Resident Evil.
Wait.
She
This
looks
one?
like Raven. That one's okay.
Okay. But this guy, cool guy? Mm-hmm. Yep.
And there was a girl who looks like Raven, our friend.
Oh. Nice.
So you'll like that.
That is the entirety of my comment on that point.
Yeah, but he's cool. Yeah, it's just kind of like boring until the end, and the last 10 minutes is like a bunch of cool animation. So, and there's like there's like
So an MHA movie.
there isn't a bit that's as good as Bakugo getting all for one, but there is like a fan service ass like attack that's cool.
Gotcha.
But
That's
anyway,
kind of dope, actually.
moving on.